Yay!
Everybody, hello! Welcome back to my channel. This is Marcos with M3 Reviews, just checking it out again. Now, tonight, I'm going to go through this thing. You already see what it is. Now, I did buy this back in April. It was $1,200 on Amazon. Holy cow, you paid $1,200 for a skateboard. Yes, I did, and I'm proud of it. This thing is badass. It does everything that you think that an electric skateboard will do and more. It doesn't transform. It's the only thing that I have as a downside, but this thing is great. So I'm gonna get it unboxed real quick just to show you what's up with it. Okay, now this thing out of the box, it's gonna be dirty, obviously, right? I bought it back in April, so we're already in October. It's dirty, so I didn't want to clean it up. I wanted to show you what 6 months of riding it, I rode this thing. I think I've got 125 miles on it. I rode it a lot. My son rides it a lot as well. So it's dirty. So I left it dirty just so, you can get a feel for it. All right, this is how it comes right out of the box. Looks good. It's heavy too. This thing weighs 17 pounds. The battery already comes attached to it, so you don't have to do anything with that. But it does come in this box. This box right here has some other stuff in it. Get this guy, put it off over here. Okay, and in this box right here is your charger. My son. My son hurt his ankle today.
Oh, fuck!
My son hurt his ankle today, so he's doing the raise, ingest.
No.
Something else and something else. Yeah.
Oh, relax.
And relax.
Nice. Compress, elevate.
Anyway, so I just set the box over and it fell over on his ankle. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fucking gross, man. I mean, we all heard it. It was pretty good stuff. Anyway, so this right here is just a box, and inside of here comes your remote.
Wow.
2 stickers. That's pretty cool. I haven't used them. I mean, obviously, they've just been sitting in the box. I just noticed. I was like, oh yeah, I got stickers. 2 decals and your charger. Now, so you got a charger for your remote. I did put on here because everybody, they've got 1,000 remotes running around the house. I just labeled it boosted board or whatever, and then just a regular 3-prong outlet with this big adapter right here for charging. See if I can get my son's ankle again.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so man, right out of the box with this thing, I watched all my reviews before I buy it. Pretty much before I buy anything, I watched reviews on this thing and the only thing that was holding back from getting it was the price range. But then, the reason why I bought it was, if I'm drinking and I want to go to the gas station to get, 12-pack of beer or whatever, I can just hop on this thing. I did get this right here. It's nice. It feels good. It's already got the arched deck to it, and when you stand on it, it's got the flex. Man, this thing flexes, but it's not gonna break. It's a boosted deck. It's cool. I did buy these nose guards right here. They are from DIYE. They're on Amazon for $12.99 for the set of 2, and you just super glue them on the front or silicone, whatever you want to do. The wheels are big. They are 85 millimeter wheels, and they're super soft. You can run over rocks, sticks, curbs, all day long. It does not affect your riding. I've never crashed this thing. I have gone to a couple of like parties and whatnot, and somebody says to me, "Oh, you got a board? That's hella cool. Can I ride it?" Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Hand them the remote, and they come back bleeding. They've got fucking my son's wrecked it. My friend Caleb, he wrecked it, and I'm like, "What'd you do?" And what they ended up doing was stopping too fast and threw them over the board. This thing does 22 miles an hour. You're doing 22 miles an hour and you come to an abrupt stop, you're gonna fly off of this thing, right? One of the things that I did do almost one time, I almost crashed it. I was drinking and I went to the gas station to go get some beers, and they put this little orange deal right here. That's the front. Okay, what I did was I came straight out of the gas station. I was all thinking I was cool, gonna jump on this thing and go. I had it backwards, and I went, the fucking board went whoop, that way. I was like, oh shit. And I did come off of it, but I did not fall. I still have enough wits about me to keep myself up. But that's funny. I've never crashed it myself. Now, I'm 42 years old. Geez, I'm gonna be 43 years old, and I weigh, 180, 185, and I don't have a problem with this thing at all. It feels really good. It's fun to ride. But getting back to the wheels, they're really spongy and they feel really good. The trucks are already preset, and I didn't have to change that at all for my weight. They were good. Looking at this thing, look how dirty it is, right? It's just dirt. It's not really that bad. I don't go through puddles or anything like that. They do suggest you want to buy some belts and keep them in your backpack or whatever, and keep the tool with you so you quickly change out a belt. I have not had to do that yet, but I did watch somebody say something about getting a rock stuck in the belt, which I don't know how, but it ripped the belt, and so then you're pretty much immobilized. Now, you can ride this thing like a regular skateboard if you wanted to, if your battery dies out on you. That's another thing too. I've not had my battery die out on me, and I can drive it at the range that I like to be in, which is the highest speed it has to offer. I'm always in that range, and you only get about 3 or 4 miles out of it with it like that. But if you drop the range down, because you can get the different mileage setting on it, and then you can go a full 7 miles on one battery charge. They do offer the other battery pack. It is a 14-mile range, and those batteries still are $400, man. So I'm just like, I don't really ride it that much to get a whole other battery for it. And I think I would go a cheaper route, just get another 7-mile battery and just have that in my backpack. The battery probably weighs about 5 or 6 pounds. Okay, now this board right here, before I got this electric board, I always drove the skateboard around. Now this is the skateboard I chose to ride. It's my son's also, and it's just an atom board, no big deal, but that's size comparison right there. And both of these guys right here measure nose to tip 39 inches. This right here is 41 inches. I like this board. This was my go-to board all the time. I have a lot of miles on this thing too, whatever. That was good for the time being. Now, this review, you can go online on YouTube and just check out all the reviews Boosted Board has to offer. I don't talk shit on this board. It's great. I bought it and then I put it to the test 6 months later. I'm just doing this review just to show you, if you're thinking about getting it, get it. But this is the 2nd generation they came out with. Okay, so that is this right here. Now it does come with regenerative brakes. It's the first time I ever heard that. If you're going down a hill for a long period of time and you have your thumb rolled back on the throttle to give yourself a break, you're charging the battery, almost like if you got your alternator in your car and as it spins, it's charging the battery constantly. Same thing with this, but only in reverse. If you're going down a hill, like I say, if you're going down a hill, you can roll back on that throttle, and apparently they regenerate. But I don't have any hills around here in Woodeye to test that out to see if the regenerated brakes are actually saying what they do. But I'm sure they do. Okay, I can go from, actually I have not gone to Target. Target is about, 2 miles away. Actually, my son goes there and back a lot of the times, and he beats all the cars, because there's stoplights and all that kind of stuff. So all he does is just truck straight there, and he's back. It's quick. And by the time he gets back, one of the little battery meters, there's 7 or 6 dots for the battery. He's blinking on the last one when he comes home. This thing will charge up in 45 minutes to an hour, all the way back up, and you got another 7-mile range. So if you go somewhere, you just put your backpack on, you take the charger with you, you go wherever you go, and if you run half your life down, you just hopefully go maybe to Starbucks or whatever, or you can plug it in the wall while you're sitting there for 30 minutes, wait, and then you can go and this thing's charged up again. It's cool, man. Okay, now there are 4 ride modes. Now the 4 ride modes are from like baby girl to holy shit, and that's no joke. You get on this thing on the baby girl level, and you're literally going like, oh man, why am I even on this level? You know, it's too slow. And then the braking power is so slow, you don't even feel it. So I don't know anybody that's gotten on this, like my daughter's friends, my son's friends. My wife refuses to get on it. She's, you know, she might break a hip. Same with me. I feel like if I'm doing something, you can break a hip on this thing, man. You're gonna be doing like 22 miles an hour, and if you come to an abrupt stop, you're done. I ride it in the the third mode, which is just above eco, and the economy mode, you're only gonna do about 7, 8, 9 miles an hour. You want to run this thing probably about, you know, at least 18 miles an hour to its full maximum at 22 miles per hour all the time to get the wind going through it. It's cool, man. You can like whip the back around and stuff like that, you know, and all that stuff. It's a really fun board. Shit, it's just a good board. It's a good product. I had no problems with it at all. All right, so Boosted did come out with this, and they did technologies out there enough to where you can link it to your iPhone or your Android. Now, linking it to my iPhone, the only thing I link it to my iPhone for is only to see the odometer, like what the odometer reading is or whatever. I don't use it for anything else, but you can track where you go. It's got GPS involved and all that kind of stuff, but only because you have your phone in your pocket, not because the board itself, you know, has GPS. But it's set up like that. Yeah, with the app, you know, we'll put a picture, a screenshot of it right here, so you see what's involved on it like that. Now, if I was really going to get into this for a review, I could probably bore you guys a little bit more, and you know, show you the tool and take this off, and you know, show you where the plugs and all that kind of stuff. But man, right out of the box, it's super simple. Once you look at some of the other reviewers on this, you'll see how easy everything is. They didn't make this thing complicated at all. Just to stop talking, I mean, this thing is a good board. If you're looking at getting it, do it, get it. It's a good board to have. So we went over an overpass that I have close to my house, pretty steep overpass, and this thing cruises right up it and down it and all the way back up. I did it 4 times just to do it for the drone footage, and it had no problems, of course. You know, the battery, I still had plenty of battery to get back home, and I threw it on the charger, and in half an hour I brought everything back up. It is a head turner. You can see people like looking at you out of their car, you know, like, hey, what is, you know, and they're looking right at the board and get a lot of honks and stuff like that, like, oh shit. And, a couple people ask, you know, whoa, what is that? And first thing everybody asks is, how fast does it go and how much was it? And those 2 questions right there are already covered. That seems like the basic questions on even when you buy a car, you know, how fast is it and how much was it, right? Like I say, that's pretty much it, and thanks for coming in and checking it out, you guys. Good board to have. Later.